Well, hello, friends. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is Cheryl, and I am working in my digital planner using GoodNotes 6. I have my Apple Pencil Pro along with my iPad Pro. This is the 11-inch with the M4 chip, and I'm excited to get started in my July weekly digital planner. And I have some elements that I want to try out. Um, and first, I already downloaded a few. I need to get the dates all lined up. And I'm going to try to do that quickly. And let's see if we can get these separated out. And I kind of zoomed in so I can see a little better. I've got an appointment tomorrow and I've got one Wednesday. So let's just see if we can duplicate that, and we'll put it here, paste and match style. Okay, that's one of my favorite features in GoodNotes 6 along with the lasso tool. See, I'm not sure why. Oh, I think because I've got it there. Okay, let's get these, see if we can get these quickly in here. See, I think the last time they were grouped, so I was having a little bit of an issue with some of them. So these are all from Photoshop so far. And so font from Photoshop. And this is an element from Photoshop. And I'll talk about the moon in just a second. Let's get this over here. And I think I'm going to put that over there too for now. And I've got one more. So we are working in July. My weekly planner is a Monday through Sunday start. So this is the 14th through the 20th that we're working on. Okay, so I got those elements all lined up. And let's see if we can get these 18. We can get the 20th in here. And I'm not going to worry about right now resizing these because I don't want to take a whole lot of time. I do think one day I am going to recolor these though, because the gray is not working with the color scheme, the color palette that I'm using here. So where are we? We got this. Oh, no wonder we got the dates all mixed up. Okay, so see if we can get that. It might be easier to do this than to try to separate that out of there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that over there, and I'll put this over here. We got the 18th that goes there. 17th goes here. Those aren't too bad. Let's get these up here. We can work on these better. 14th goes here. 15th goes there. They all need to be resized a little bit, but like I said, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Kind of want to get this all situated. Okay, so we used the lasso tool to get those all moved around with, and I used the freeform lasso, which is this one here. You have the rectangle one, which you can use. I don't use that one a whole lot. I find that using the freeform one works really well for me. If I wanted to, say for instance, like this rectangle here, this box here, then that would probably work well for that. Okay, so let's get these moved around. I'm going to move that there. And I'm going to resize this so that it fits in here. And I'm going to move it down to there. Now I can still use these to-dos, these three to-dos here if I wanted to use those. So some of the things that, in my self-care is I want to, make sure to remind myself, to deep breathe, to relax, drink more water, do some stretches. And if you have a a smartwatch, you can set it so that it reminds you every hour to stand or to move. And I try to do that at least every hour to move and do some stretches, just some simple things. 5 minutes of organizing. I'm looking around my office and I think I need more than 5 minutes. I need like 5 months or years sometimes. Okay, and then write three things that I'm grateful for. And, and some days that can be, easy. You think of some things, your family, of course, friends. Any day for me that I have a good cup of coffee is something to be grateful for. Sometimes when you're traveling, you don't really think about, how good a good cup of coffee is, or a good cup of tea or hot chocolate. Not everybody, every place you go makes coffee or whatever your favorite drink is the way that you have grown accustomed to it. And so I really do appreciate a good cup of coffee because uh, I do only like certain types of coffee. So I really do appreciate a good cup of coffee. Now, in my monthly calendar, I schedule out the full moons for that month. And so for the month of July, it's called the buck moon. And so the full moon wasn't actually full until the 10th, but I went out in the evening of July 8th, and this is the moon that I took. It's the buck moon. So it was such a clear night that I was able to get a good shot of the moon, a good picture of the moon. So I'm going to put that in here because I really do like that. And I'm going to, for now, let's see, I can move it over here and I can just pull on this edge here. And I didn't want to duplicate it, but for now I'm going to leave it right there because I really do like it. Okay, so now on the 16th we have a, a family birthday. So let's get our birthday element out and put that there. And part of it does not have a transparent background, so I'm going to resize it. And what we kind of do as a family is we have a group chat, and so we wish family members a happy birthday in the group chat since we are all in different locations. And I left that rectangle lasso on, and so I'm going to just use this one here, and I'm going to move that down, and I'm going to resize that because you can see it doesn't, those balloons are not on a transparent background. The cake in the happy birthday is, but those balloons are not. Now what I can do here is I can move to the back, and they change the way these are laid out, but just kind of have to remember when you click on it that's how you do that. Okay, so I got my appointments in. I'm going to move this one down so that it kind of lines up with the other one. Now that's really all I have for this week in my calendar for this week's planner. I don't have a whole lot going on, which is good because it's summer and so I can focus on other things. I've got some photos that we took while we were on vacation a few weeks ago that I need to get those organized and edited. And so let's just go to my folder and see what we have that we can use in here. Now I haven't used these beehives, so I'm going to try those and see. And oh, be happy. Well, I put another bee in there, made it a really fun. Uh, let's see. Anything else in here right now? I got some other ones that I probably want to use, so I'm going to close that for right now. And I'm going to see if I can make this bigger in my beehive here. And I might want to duplicate it. So let's copy it and let's see if we can duplicate it. And we want to, okay, let's get the lasso tool here, and then we can paste it. And I'm going to need to put it here so I can make sure that it's the same size. It didn't come out the kind of the way I wanted it to. Okay, so they're both the same size. Looks like maybe not quite the same size. Okay, that kind of looks pretty much the same size. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this one to the back. There. Send that one to the back. And it's really not lining up perfectly, but I will adjust that later. Okay, so for right now I need to get this. Uh-oh. Now what I can do is I can undo. See if we can get that back. There we can we got it back. I didn't want to delete it. I just wanted to get it moved out of the way a little bit. So we can get these lined up a little better. That's a little better. There, I guess because the colors are not the same on the other side. Right now there's not a flip in GoodNotes. So if I could flip it, it would probably line up a little better. Okay, so GoodNotes listening, we need to be able to flip 180 vertical or horizontal will be nice. Okay, so there we can put that back there, and then I can bring this down, and that looks pretty good. And now I will bring the Be Happy, make it a little bigger, and I'm going to put that there. And I think what I'll do is I will put another BE on the end of that, and then it will be BEE, happy. That looks good. Okay, so let's see what else we have in our toolkit that we can add to spruce this up a little bit. So I've got that there. I don't need the ladies. And let's see what else we have. We got our numbers. Let's see, we got some text elements in here. And we do have a flower. Let's see. Find joy in the journey. I used that one last time. Okay, so I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use this one, and it is Florida, so sunshine vibes. Okay, so those three, and then let's see, do we have in another folder flowers somewhere? Yeah, flowers in here. I don't see it in there that I like. So let's go back to here. Let's see if there's anything in here. We can use those butterflies because they match. Oh, how about these? We can use those. Let's see. That's too folly looking. We can use that. And I think I'm going to put, there we go. We're going to use those as well. Okay, I probably should, yeah. Okay, so, all right. So that's going to be it for now for floral elements. Okay. I'm going to bring these butterflies in and see how they look. Okay, so let's close that for now. And I'm going to make this one a little bigger. Okay, I must have gotten this from Pinterest. So we'll put that there. Okay, so just so you can say, today I choose joy. And that's got sunflowers and butterflies. And I'm going to make it a little smaller because it doesn't have a transparent background. And then I'm going to make sure I have my lasso tool, and I'm going to make this a little bigger, and put that there. And I am going to put sunshine vibes over here up underneath that. Okay, I like that there. And I'm going to put this here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little bigger. And I'm going to send it to the back. And I'm going to make that bigger. And it could be a little off to the side. I don't know why it's doing that, but I kind of like that. So that's my plan for the week. Not a whole lot going on, but I think it looks cute with all these um, sunflowers and honeycombs. I got my self-care there, and I got my full buck moon in there. So that's it. Thank you for joining me today. Again, this is Cheryl, and thank you for tuning into my channel. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.